We'll talk about deaths at the end of the podcast. We're not gonna get into that. Deaths, plural.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I have a question loaded for that one then.
Right. So next one, I don't know if you have watched this video, but a cop empties clip at an acorn.
Yes. Was that in between, or was that? I think that would happen like right around the time we watched we did the last podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane.
Oh my god. I can't believe. I'm so glad the guy in the car didn't die.
Yeah.
That is fucking ridiculous.
That was some miracle. Like, how did he survive that? Holy shit! The panic.
That's the problem. It's the panic in a cop. It's like you give a guy a gun and then he just like screams, runs away, and shoots a bunch of bullets. Says he's hit.
Shots fired.
He's like, I'm hit. It's like, what?
Like, imagine if the guy in the car got out of the car and started running away from the bullets. He definitely would have died.
Yeah, he would have died, and then people would have been like, look, he was escaping, so it's justified. That's the problem. That's it as well. Like, right now, and no matter who, everybody's looking at that and being like, ooh, that's a bad look. But if the guy was doing anything at all, try to, I don't know.
Why was he being arrested?
I don't think that matters.
I don't think it does either, but I'm just wondering if he had like a...
It had something to do with money.
Even if he was arrested...
Was it a fake dollar bill again?
even if he was arrested for pulling a gun on his...
You both laughed, that was not a joke.
I know.
I wasn't joking about that. You guys laughed.
I know. Even if he was arrested for pulling a gun on somebody and then getting arrested, you have him in the cop car with handcuffs on in the car that's locked. What are you shooting at the car for?
I don't believe anybody should die for crimes, even if they kill people. I don't think people should die.
You don't believe in the death penalty?
No, I don't believe in police carrying guns. I believe in non-lethal, because too many fuck-ups happen.
Yeah.
Too many innocent people die.
That's true. Yeah.
It's not worth it. So tase them, set a dog on him.
Right.
Honestly,
Extreme example.
they have a canine use. Sorry. They have a canine department, right? But why don't they have a goose department? If you set geese on these people, they're not getting away.
No, they just shoot at geese. You get a lot of dead dogs and dead geese. That's why.
Okay, carry on.
So yeah, extreme example. Would you keep Hitler alive?
What does that mean?
So
yes, in prison.
Would I keep Hitler alive?
Well, okay, all right.
Questions directed at me. I'm against the death penalty. Oh no, he looks mad. Yeah, I would keep Hitler alive. But I don't think that's merciful. I think that's worse than letting him just die and get away with it.
Yeah, it's just consistent, right? Yeah, keep him alive.
What do you think, Has?
Oh, I can talk now?
Yes.
Okay. I think that it comes down to what do you think a prison is for, right?
Yeah.
What is a prison?
That's an interesting question. What is prison for?
Well, I'm asking both of you. What do you think
you're actually asking. I thought it was rhetorical.
What is it? Okay. No. What is a prison supposed to do?
It's supposed to. Oh well, it's a place where you correct their behaviors, right? Most of the time.
It should be about reform.
But also excluding people who does not belong in the society to like keep them in there so that the rest of the society stays safe.
Right. In an ideal world, prison is a reform and a place that you send people who have done wrong things and they're supposed to make up for them, and they're supposed to you do your time and you pay for your actions and you can come out a better person. That's the point of prison. And if somebody cannot be done like that, then they should be sent to an island is what it is, and that's where they live with all the other criminals and all the other people who, and at that point, why wouldn't you? Well, I think that's why I believe in the death penalty. That's fine. Because if you're gonna put somebody in prison forever and they're never ever gonna get out, then it just isn't at that point killing them a mercy if they're just gonna be living in if your whole point is to put them in a prison and to put them into a horrible scenario where they are constantly depressed and
but this is the punishment for the worst criminals, like the extreme example of Hitler. Would you do him the mercy of killing him?
Yeah, of course.
Why?
Still a human. I don't believe in torture. And if prison is torture, then the death penalty should definitely be a thing.
Well, I think at that point, then they should be put to work, right?
Yeah.
Bring back slavery, based.
You get legal slavery then.
No, you pay them for it.
Yeah, you pay them 50. That's what in America it is right now.
Give them food, give them bed.
Prison is the only place slavery still exists because you can make people work 40 hours a week for 16 cents, and that's you only have to pay them 2 cents an hour or whatever.
Hey, well, that's not what I said. I just said you should pay them.
The math didn't work out there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do.
Listen, I don't know the solution to society. Okay, I'm just trying to be like, hey, let's not kill people.
Yeah. So these people who are paying these slave workers are meeting their quota. They are paying. When people ask, they can say that they're paying.
It's much more expensive for a country to keep the criminals alive.
That doesn't matter.
I think it matters. If you want a good economy, you can't really be wasting money on scum of the earth.
No. You're thinking of it wrong, right? You're wrong, woman. Okay. The feeding people and keeping people alive
Yep.
is not a luxury of what our expenses are going to. That's just a necessity of what our expenses are going to. That's what we have to make.
Yeah.
And so being like, oh,
Just because they're a criminal and they're in prison doesn't mean it's an expense.
no, it's not an expense. They still, even if they were out of prison, they'd still have to take that money.
Yeah, but there's also the prison guards and all the workers as a whole. It's more expensive to keep them in prison than to just let them pay for themselves.
Yeah, okay, you got me there. You dismantled my argument with that one.
I'm sorry.
Guards and a warden do cost money.
Oh god.
And the power. Oh man. You're right, we should just kill them all.
That's the opposite of my point.